The morning of August the 19th, 2016, I tried to get out of bed and immediately fell to the floor. My legs did not work and I lost control of my bladder. This was extremely frightening to me. I had a very good friend who lives in Cleveland, Tennessee, who was a patient of Dr. Straight from the same clinic that Dr. Peter Boehm Jr., who did my surgery, works in. And so he recommended that I come to Chattanooga, to Erlanger, which I did. And I've had that sort of preset in my mind, that's where I was going to go. So I had in my mind, I'm going to go see Dr. Straight. He's the same guy that worked on Ben. I'm going to go get fixed up and one day everything's going to be great. Well, that wasn't exactly how it rolled, because when I got here, Dr. Straight wasn't on duty, and they put me with Dr. Boehm, and I thought, oh, who's Dr. Boehm? And I called up Ben, and he said, oh, he's just the best there is. You know, he's a third-generation neurospinal surgeon, comes with this long history of credentials and great success record. And when I met Dr. Boehm in person, I was immediately impressed by his bedside manner and by his straightforwardness. Being an engineer by trade myself, I understood exactly what he was referring to when he talked about structural integrity of the spine and what he was going to do. The expectations he set were low. He said, if we can reduce 50% of your pain and some of your mobility, we're going to call this a success. And I was ready to trade it for anything at that point. I just say, let's just see what we get. When I awoke from in ICU, all was dark around me, and there were these lights much like I'm under now, and I couldn't really see anything. But my hearing came back first, and I heard the nurses talking, and then they started asking my name, and I felt like I was kind of lifting up through the floor. And eventually I opened my eyes, and I could see my feet at the end of the table, and I couldn't believe it. So I took my right big toenail, and I scraped my left bottom of my left sole, and it hurt. And I cried, because it was an emotional experience to get my feeling back in my feet for the first time in years. So from ICU, I instantly, the back pain was gone. I had incisional pain, but that was like, what a trade. I'd trade that for anything. And the next day they had me up and walking. The first day I walked to the edge of the door with no pain. The second day I walked to the edge of the nurse's station. The next day I walked halfway down the hall. The day after that I did a lap around the hall with a walker. Never once since ICU have I had a recurrence of any back pain at all. And I came into that appointment and I said, Dr. Boehm, I hate to tell you this, but you're wrong. You told me I'd have back pain the rest of my life. Even if the pain started today and went on the rest of my life, that's not a true statement, because I haven't had any pain from the date of surgery until this first consultation. It's gone. So I thank you. And I want to give you my highest recommendation for your service. So I'm just totally grateful to Dr. Boehm and his team for what he's done for me.